Welcome, Capricorn. This is your weekly focus for May the 21st through to the 27th, 2018. My name is Tilly, and this is Tarot with Tilly, and thank you. Thank you, Tilly, for all of the positive, loving, supportive energy you send my way each and every day. And yes, thank you. Thank you for your likes. That was a bunch of cards, so we're not going to count that one. Thank you for your likes, for sharing my videos, for subscribing. Thank you. Now let's turn to the cards and see what they'll reveal about the energy that surrounds us and how to utilize that energy in a positive light in order to go forward on our path. And we have the Queen of Wands. Wow, you're on fire with your ideas, your creativity. Maybe you're talking about it, maybe you are vocalizing it, maybe you are imagining it, maybe you are putting it down, pencil to paper, making the plan. Bringing out your creativity. Who you want to become, what you want to represent. Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands, first time this week it's shown up for anybody. Now, some of those wands that you carry, those are your paths, okay, that you have walked, that has brought you happiness and joy and sorrow and tears and frustration and chaos and confusion, and they've all taught you something. And some of them are new paths that you are currently on in work and career and relationships and your spirituality and your health and well-being. But some of it is deadwood. Some of it has served its purpose and you are still carrying it. And mind you, you're carrying it quite well, but you have to go slow and steady. There's baggage that needs to be released here. We need to let go of certain things. Or we need to reprioritize where we are putting our energy. The way we've got that bundle stacked on our shoulder. It's a heavy load. It doesn't allow us, we still go forward with this great strength, with a great courage, but it is weighing you down. So where do we need that healing in our lives? Where do we need to let go? Where do we need to utilize some of that strength that we have? Knight of Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles, we don't rush into it. We survey the land. We look towards our horizon. We see the best way forward this way. We also see where the pitfalls, where the snares were, that we wouldn't have seen if we were just running towards it. So it's the plan that's essential. Figuring out what is truly valuable, maybe. Maybe we see different things on the horizon and we are deciding what to actually go forward towards. Is this the direction we want to go? And yes, if we go in the wrong direction, we can always return and go into a new direction again. So it's not like the path that we don't choose disappears. It just allows us more choices, more expansion. For work and career, we have the Three of Wands and the Nine of Pentacles. There's a new way of going forward here. Now, for you, it could be just about anything. But there's a strong sense of a new path, or a new way forward, or working smarter, not harder. It's by taking our time. It's by realizing that we've gone through the struggles in order to gain the knowledge, in order to take us into a new path. It's not allowing ourselves to be tripped up over past failures where we dropped the ball or we didn't think we did our best or we could have given it more. And it's taking our time through this process. It's not rushing into it. It's thinking it through. It's understanding where each footstep lies before taking the next. I mean, look at the dress we got on here. Okay? One false move. We're going. We're going ass over tea kettle is what we're doing. And we're going to fall down. We're going to slow down our pace, even more than just by trying to rush. So we don't want to rush right now. We want to contemplate. We want to see that boat coming in, but not running down to the shoreline to get on it right away. Knowing that we've got time to process, to think it through, to voice our opinion. Relationships. Oh, we got the Tower for relationships with the Queen of Pentacles is kind of positive. Well, the rules change in relationships. We grow, we evolve, we strengthen. And sometimes we tear down to the basics, the foundation, in order to rebuild. Now, when I talk about love and relationships here, it's about the people you love. It's about the relationships you have. So it could be a lover or a soulmate we're talking about, but it equally could be a best friend, a coworker, a sibling, a child, a parent. And this is you in the relationship, but you being very independent, very strong in who you are, of not hiding that strength to make another feel more comfortable around you, or to allow them to excel ahead of you. Because you held back what you contributed, what you brought to the table. This is almost a demand in being treated in a certain way. And no, respect has to be earned. You can't demand it. So you also have to be the queen. You have to be above reproach. You have to walk with an integrity within the relationship in order to be able to demand to be treated that way. But loved, worshipped, respected, cared for, supported, loved. So there could be times in the relationships this week where it's on testy ground. Know your words. Know what you want to say. Know how you should be treated. Know that you don't need a relationship. It strengthens who you are. It brings out the best qualities in you. It allows for a smoother transition for the qualities that are weaker in you. To tap in with somebody else. To become one. So, yes, there will be relationships that almost need a full restructure. Or your expectation out of the relationship drastically changes. Your perception of the relationship drastically changes. And don't let ego rule your reasoning for how you should be treated in the relationship, because it's what you give is also what you receive. So are you being supportive? Are you being loving? Are you offering support and security and safety and passion and desire? Or is it your walls that need to crumble down? Spirituality, we have the world. Well, full circle. The World card really says that you have come to a point where you are Oh, it's time to write the new beginnings. It's time to journal what needs to end in your life and what you need to step into. What deserves not a literal, a metaphorical death in order for a birth or a rebirth to happen? Where is there limitations in your growth, in your transformation? How can you change things up in your world? How can you change old behavior patterns, or hone a new ability? Meditation, prayer, reflection. Understanding the sage wisdom, the intuition that you are taking forward. And you'll get flashes of this week. Whether or not you decide to meditate or pray or simply reflect, you'll be forced into it, I think, to take stock of exactly what you take forward with you. The strength that you have, you're stronger than you think. You're more beautiful than you believe. And it may open your perception to where you can take a chance on you, to honor yourself. And that just strengthens you all around. I mean, we have so many queens, and it's about getting passionate about who you are. So journal it. Pay attention to those little signs that come your way. Definitely meditate and see exactly what you have accumulated in knowledge and wisdom and fortitude and courage and strength and self-esteem and confidence, and how it can move you into the next path, the elevated path, the next chapter. Or maybe it's a whole rewrite with the World card. The Death card is in health and well-being. What strong cards? Everybody's getting strong cards, but we have a Death card in your health and well-being, which does not mean you're going to die, okay? Please do not think that for a second. That is not what this card ever means, a literal death. It's never. I see it in other cards sometimes, I'll be honest, but I do not see it when this card particularly comes up. But it is allowing an ending or a closure or a completion in your life, or a healing, or maybe forgiving yourself for something. That could be part of this, forgiving yourself for something. And allow yourself to move forward. And you know what? You embrace this when it happens. This is something that is long overdue in your life. It might be bringing in unwanted anxiety or stress. Stress is just mean to the human body. It may be that you were trying for a promotion, you're working all these long hours, and it's finally come to an end, and now you can resume a good, solid sleep pattern that's going to give you that additional vitality, bring in beautiful dreams, your visions of tomorrow, and how to go forward. This is changing a habit and being very thankful to yourself that you were changing that habit. Maybe you haven't been exercising and now you decide to. Maybe you decide to raise the bar on your exercise. Maybe you decided once and for all that you're going to eat a certain way. Or you're not going to go through drive-thrus anymore. Or you're not going to drink pop anymore. And it doesn't take long before you go, whoa, I can't believe the change in my body. I can breathe better. I can endure longer. I have more vitality. I have more energy. I have more clarity. I'm clear-headed. So look at what really needs some kind of closure or forgiveness in your life, or some kind of healing in your life. It might be just that your room that you spend the most time in is very cluttered and you need to get rid of that clutter and simplify your environment again in order to allow the flow. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.